Hi, it's Rita Beth, DIY Handy Girl. Today I'm going to show you how to take down an Intex pool, or a Polygroup Summer Waves pool, an inflatable quick set pool. To start with that, you get your hose, and I already have it running all the way over to a big ditch that we have over there. I have it laid out where I need, and then I'm going to attach this, I guess you would call it a converter or an attachment to my garden hose. I'm going to unscrew this. There is a plug on the inside, so water shouldn't come out at me. Then when I put this in and screw it, it's going to undo the plug on the inside. Now I'm going to screw this on, and that should make it start going through the hose out to the drain. And it is. Now, as I said, this one is an Intex pool. On our Polygroup Summer Waves pool, it did not come without a little attachment, and so I had to use a hose attachment from my spigot. On the Polygroup one, I had to use something like this. I attached this to the pool and then to the hose, and that was able to drain it. So that's going to be draining. I make sure and have the filter and pump turned off. And since I've got the pool nice and clean, we've got a lot of leaves falling, I'm actually going to go ahead and stick the cover back over this because it's going to take hours for it to drain, just to keep some debris out. So it's the next morning. I let it drain overnight, and then you'll loosen all your pool hoses and take them off. There we go. You'll do that on each one, and then take the filter part out from the inside. And there is still some water left, maybe a couple inches, that I'm going to deflate the ring, and then be able to just tip it over. Pour the rest out just right here on the grass.
Here I am just deflating the ring enough to be able to stand on it to let a lot more of the water go out. And once I have got enough, then I pull the pole over on itself to be able to drain the remaining water. After that, I like to go ahead and wipe off the bottom while it's still damp from being on the ground. I like to use our plastic chairs that are not sharp in any way and lay them on their side to prop the pool up on to wipe and dry it. Next, I'm going to add air back to the ring to help prop it up.
Essentially pretty clean and pretty dry. I'm still going to leave it propped up here since it's directly in the sun right now for maybe half an hour just to make sure it dries that off for me, and then we'll work on the bottom.
I add baby powder before I fold it up. That is supposed to help keep it dry and keep it from cracking. When you fold it up, try to go towards the direction of one of the plug holes so the air can escape as you fold it.
So I just keep folding a section, drying and cleaning the section, add some baby powder, fold, dry, clean. Continue until you get it the size of your container, I guess. If this is your first year taking a pool down, I highly advise wherever you're going to store your filter and pump, or with your pool, write yourself some notes. That way next year when you go to get it out, you'll be refreshed. Or like here, I've got info about how to clean it when I take it down. That was helpful. And then this was the old pool we had. You know, writing down where the holes are, where you store your flex tape or chemicals, things like that if you save them. Next, I have taken my ground cover or tarp and just kind of shook it off the best I could and moved it to a new spot, and now just kind of hosing it down, because the cleaner I have this before I put it away this year will make the bottom of the pool that much cleaner next year. I'm going to do this side, and I'm actually going to flip it over and hang it over my clothesline and then spray the bottom side, which will be quite a bit dirtier. So this is how I hose off the bottom side, that way I don't get the top side dirty by flipping it over on the ground. Alright, and one last part of taking the pool down. Normally I kind of break this up or loosen that up and then plant grass seed, and it grows well even in the fall and lasts until we mess it up next year when I put the pool in the same place. But the ground has never been completely level, and the pool has always worked okay even with that. But something I'm going to try new this year is, now that there's no grass, I can actually see a little easier, and I know where the lowest point was right there from just the way the water would flow this year. So before I plant the grass seed, I'm going to try putting some topsoil over there and making it a little more level before I ever plant the grass seed over the winter. aerated the ground best I could. I wet it down a little, that helped. And then this is always the lowest part when I put the pool up. So this time I'm going to go ahead and add topsoil before I plant the grass seed. So hopefully next year it'll be a little more level starting out. If you found any of this helpful, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.